We're off to a great start.
That's the A roll right there.
That's prime A stuff.
I
Prime.
know.
What do you call that?
Prime Angus beef. I don't know.
Yeah. I got. All right, let's do this. Welcome back to Hello Henderson. I don't know why I sounded like
Sounded like me. Hello, Henderson.
that. All right, let's try this again. All right, let's do this. Welcome back to Desperate Radio. I'm Haas, and welcome to another episode of Hello Henderson. Hope it catches on.
Sure caught my attention.
With me today is someone who is very special to me, my absolutely amazing and beautiful wife, Shannon.
Hello, Henderson.
You want to tell the folks a little bit about yourself? I know you were featured before in an episode on HBS,
I was,
but you
yes.
were outnumbered by a couple of techie nerds and agile nerds.
Yeah, talky dudes.
Talkie dudes, yeah. Talkie dudes. Please tell us who you are.
I'm Shannon. I am married to Hosni. I call him Haas.
So does everybody else, by the way.
We have 2 daughters. We're a blended family, and we just moved to Henderson in June.
All right. But you've known Henderson longer,
I
right?
have.
Yeah.
I was just telling them a little bit about me.
Yeah. Tell us a little bit more about your Henderson experience before you talked me into moving here.
Well, we lived in California both. We met in California, and now we live in Henderson. And the way that came about is I had lived here when I was 20 years old. And so my family moved here after that. And I just thought it was a great place to go. It's much more affordable than California, no state tax, very family friendly, family oriented. So it worked out. When I presented it to you, you
What?
took the bait.
I sure did.
Mhm.
But then, to be honest with you, I followed through the 7 layers of hell. So let's be honest.
That's true.
Yeah.
You're a saint.
Tell me, what's the difference between Henderson from when you lived here before versus now?
I lived in Las Vegas before. It was kind of between not the Las Vegas that you think of, not the lights and all that, just closer to 15. And it was great, but I was in my 20s, so I wasn't thinking of family or anything.
What made us say, yes, Henderson, this is exactly where we want to move? What is it about Henderson that said, yep, this is the spot for us?
I wanted to come here for so many years, but I knew it was gonna be an easy sell to get you to wanna come here because of the family dynamic, the family-oriented nature of this town. It's like California, just people are friendlier. Everything is in close proximity. I don't have to go over 4.9 miles to go anywhere.
And even
It's great.
4.9 miles here don't seem too bad. 4.9 miles in Orange County or in California in general, in
Oh,
Southern
it's
California, it's
30
like a
minutes.
2-hour drive.
I
I
know,
had
like
friends. I think Brent came and visited
yeah,
California a couple of times. The first time when he said he was
he was gonna
30
be in
mile
Torrance,
Torrance, which
and you
was
were
30
like,
miles away, or not
yeah,
even, it was less than 30.
yeah.
According to maps, it said he was
Mm,
30 minutes away.
that's like
And you
going
and I
to
looked at each other like,
That's like going to
30 minutes.
Washington,
No,
like,
that's
on a
far.
Friday night. No, thank you.
And I think the second time he came down to Huntington Beach, which was only 15, 20
That
minutes
was Long
away,
Beach,
Long Beach,
little further.
right? A little further. But we're like, all right, we gotta ditch him the first time. We can't
Yeah.
ditch him the second
We had the
time.
22 freeway, which is a little bit better than the 405,
So
so
yeah, you know, so I guess community, people,
mhm.
um, the vibe and the energy, people are friendlier. Not that Californians are not friendly, but there's some genuine element to some of the people that we talk to. And I think the last time you and I
Most of
talked
them.
about this, yeah, the last time we talked about this, we talked about Dunkin' Donuts, right?
Yeah.
We had just left California a couple of days earlier. We
Mhm.
went to Dunkin' Donuts, grabbed some bagel bites, some donut
Yeah.
holes for the kids, and they were friendly. They're like,
I mean, they were very friendly. Like,
now I
"You're
was talking
here?"
about
Oh.
California,
Oh, yeah. They were just
right?
normal. They didn't talk to you.
I mean, they just basically said, "Here's your order, by
Mhm.
done." I mean, they not
Yeah.
rude,
No.
but
Just
just
rehearsed.
rehearsed. That's a really good way of putting it. Yeah. And then we came here, and then we stayed at your brother's house next door. We went out
Mhm.
early in the morning to say thank you to them. So we went and got
Yep.
them donuts and
Yeah.
bagels from Dunkin' Donuts also. And I think that was the moment for me, at least, I said, "Oh, okay, I like people here."
Yeah.
Because it was just
It was
lady.
like the lady washing the window at Dunkin' Donuts was like, "Here goes the baker with his tray." Like, so
She was very friendly. Yeah, she was
joyful.
definitely, she wasn't singing, but she was
No,
very
she
friendly.
wasn't, but she was very, very upbeat and very, I don't know, very peppy for that
That
fine
is
Sunday
true. And
morning.
then the folks that were working in there, when they saw us approach
Yeah,
the tablet to order,
maybe because of our age.
maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I don't think so.
They're like, they're not gonna be able to
They
do
were
the
really friendly. Like, would you prefer if I help you? Or do you want to use a
yeah,
tablet? I mean, that was something that I know, whether it was in Tustin, California, Long Beach, California, Huntington Beach,
any
California, none of them offered that extra step into customer
they
service. They didn't.
literally can't see you when you're in
Yeah.
their restaurant. The people are very nice.
Yeah.
Everywhere we went, the people were nice, so I was like, "This is gonna be an easy sell,"
Yeah. Yeah. And
and I won.
we,
Just kidding.
you did win, but I let you win anytime. It's
That's
okay.
true, that's true.
But we should probably tell people that, aside from the fact that you have family here, you have family here.
I do have family here.
Right.
My brother, his wife, who was my best friend first, they live here. They've lived here for like 9 years, 8 years, 9 years. My other sister has lived here on the other side of town, all the way on the other side of town, which is Summerlin, for over 10, 14, maybe 14 years. And then my dad lives here. So it was also easy because I have family here and I didn't have family in
Right.
California anymore. They'd all transitioned and moved over this way. So
But we did consider other places where I had family, but even I didn't want to go there. Well, I mean, we did
we
consider,
did.
we put a list of places we wanted to move to.
Selfishly, we want to go there, but
Yes.
because we're thinking about our kids and our family, we
Right.
came to
Yeah.
Henderson.
And I grew up in Jersey with cousins and
Yeah.
friends. They're friends of the family, and cousins of cousins, like, this side of the
Oh, yeah.
cousins of the family,
Like
this side
everyone's your
of the
family.
family. Yeah, exactly. And it was just either down the street or a drive away or a
Or
subway
in the
ride
same
away,
complex or something.
something like that. So that to me, I always believed in the phrase, "It takes a village to raise a child." To me, the village is this right here: the family, the
Yeah.
community. So, and Henderson does have a nice community, and they do seem to all look out for each other. I think one moment for me too, which this was really sweet. I think you remember this moment on the way back after we closed on the house, moved some stuff, and then we're driving back, and I came to a stop sign, and I see a little kid on a bike, and I'm like, "Go ahead." And then he stopped and he said, "Kids don't do that in California. Kids are way more entitled than Southern California and
Yeah.
Orange County."
I
Right?
don't think they think that they're gonna get hurt.
That
So
kid was so nice.
you know who that kid was.
Yes. Yeah, I know he was. He was a realtor's son. Yeah. And he was really nice. But then it wasn't just him. Now,
But
are
he didn't
there,
know who we were, and we didn't know who he
yeah,
was at the time, and we're just like,
exactly.
"Oh, he's such a cute boy."
Yeah, I mean, are there boys and girls who are bratty, just like other girls and boys in California?
Yeah.
Of course, there are. They're all everywhere. I mean,
They
when I
come
was
from California.
when I was in Jersey
Our kids.
earlier this year, again, the kids and they're all the whole 6'7" thing. So, I mean, kids can be a holes when we know that, and we appreciate that about them. Their
Yeah,
their
it's
their
just
spirits and their spontaneity, but there's definitely a sense of, again, community,
yeah. It
mannerisms.
is manners. I mean,
Yeah,
it seems like they have manners.
yeah, they have values. They have
And
core
still
values. Yeah,
now, I mean, we've been here for how long? Like 11, not 11 months, 6 months. And still, I feel the same way.
we should probably talk about how the fact that we had, like, maybe we had 10 spots, right? We had Washington State, not Seattle,
Hmm.
north of Seattle. We were thinking Texas, but we're not really Texas people. I think we
No,
were watching,
my hair is curly. So it's
and
like,
we were watching Magnolia Network way too much.
oh, yeah, we were
Chip and
obsessed. And we
Joanna.
were going to Waco anyway.
Yeah.
So,
So that was just a little bit too much. Tennessee was on there,
yeah, that's really far.
but we like Tennessee. We like South Carolina.
This
Really
is
great way.
in very close
This was
proximity
very
to
close
get them
proximity.
there.
This was a good balance.
Yeah.
Was there a moment for you after we moved, not just in the home, but in Henderson in the community, where you felt like, okay, I feel home now?
Yeah. Um, that moment for me was like we hadn't even moved yet. We moved a few things. And I mean, the anxiety that I felt uh, just chest closing up is when we moved the first truckload here and then we had to go back.
Mm,
And then we went back and I was like, "Ugh, there's like nothing in here, but I don't want to be here. I hate it here. I hate
yeah.
everything about it. I hate that I could see into my neighbor's dining area and they can see mine like, hey, I
That
mean, I
was in
hate
California, not
yeah, I
here.
hated
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
So it felt like home before we really moved even our closets.
Right.
I just wanted to be here immediately, and
Yeah.
I'm like, "I can't." I had to wait. We had to wait till school was done. We bought the house before school was out.
You want to tell the story of how it came about, like buying the home? Like we
Oh,
weren't
yeah,
even thinking
so
about, at least I wasn't. I didn't know we were buying a home.
no, we came out for spring break, and we wanted to move to Henderson before that, but we didn't know because we still had school, and the kids were in school, and
We'd even
I didn't
discuss it. We'd even make plans. It was just one of those
I
things where
hadn't asked
we're
my
talking
boss.
about it. We're just, all right,
Yeah,
let's just
we're
start the
dreaming, we're
conversation.
checking.
We checked with the other parents and they
Yeah.
were kind of iffy about it, right?
And, so we were looking like, do we wanna rent? Where do we wanna be? We wanna be in this certain area, close to the family, so the kids can walk, ride bikes, take a bike trail, go to the same school because that would help transition them. And then we came out for spring break before we went to New Jersey to visit your family, and we stayed at my brother's house while they weren't there for a couple of days, and the neighbors were moving out. There were people in here painting.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was like, "Ooh,
And I remember
the
saying,
husband's moving out."
yeah, we were just saying, like, oh, wouldn't it be
Those
funny?
were
I
my
said, wouldn't it
things.
be funny if we move in there?
Yeah, and it wasn't for sale yet. So we were staying here for spring break, but it wasn't up for sale.
No. We didn't even
So
know if it was going to be for sale or
no, we
not.
just knew that they moved.
It-
So, then my sister-in-law calls me and she's like, "Oh, the house is on the market." So she calls her friend, realtor, and, who is the neighbor, and they came over and FaceTimed with us, and we put the offer in that day.
Put in, we saw the house on a Saturday on
Uh-huh.
FaceTime. We put in the
We just
offer.
got home.
Yeah.
They got home the same day we got home.
Yeah. So we saw the house on FaceTime, put in the offer that night.
Yeah.
Sunday, there was back and forth on the offer.
Just waiting for one of them to sign because
Right.
they were not
Because one
together.
of them did not like the offer at first or something like that. We're like, okay, well, I guess we'll start looking at something else.
"Well, do you wanna be married to her forever or you want" just kidding.
Monday evening at dinner. Was it Monday?
April Fool's Day is
April
all I
Fool's
know.
Day. It was April Fool's, and we got a call, and we
Yeah.
said, "Congratulations, you got it." And I didn't,
I
I
was like,
didn't
"Wait, are you
believe it.
sure you want do you really want this? This is like a lot of money, so a big commitment,
Okay,
not like the couch."
that's definitely B-roll material.
Oh, hmm,
But yeah, we
emotion
it didn't feel to me like, because he asked me, "How do you feel?" I said, "I don't know.
yeah,
I've never been a homeowner before. I know you have been before, but I've never been a homeowner, so I didn't. It was emotionally heavy for me.
it's unreal.
It's unreal. There's a moment where you feel like, oh my god, I'm a homeowner now,
Yeah,
and I usually that moment. I know that it's usually that moment comes when you get your first mortgage
yeah,
payment.
how'd you feel about that?
It was heavy. It was heavy. But I feel like living in California, in Southern California, in one of the most expensive zip codes in the
Yeah,
country for so
not that
long,
far off.
yeah, I feel like it prepared us for that.
Oh, yeah, that was the gateway,
Yeah. So, yeah, I didn't feel it for a
but we
while.
literally have twice as much space and one more car garage and a pool,
And a pool, and the dogs love it, the kids love
and
it,
we're not
we
that much
love it.
more, really.
Yeah,
That's
it's
just
not
because interest rates aren't
right.
so hot right now. That's another story.
The moment for me when I realized that this is home for me is um when we first moved in with the girls.
Mhm.
Like that's what it finally felt like home for me.
Which was 30 days later,
Basically,
because school
right?
wasn't out
Schools and
for
out.
another
They didn't
30.
even know that we bought the house until we didn't tell them right away.
Yeah.
Like we didn't tell them we closed, that we started taking things there. We didn't tell them till a couple weeks later because we were worried about our kids, especially my daughter, for having that emotional damage, as you say. That
Yeah,
she has a hard time with she gets anxieties. She has anxiety.
for
Right.
real anxiety,
Yeah.
but she also doesn't like change,
She doesn't
so
like change. She doesn't like she's a creature of habit, just like her dad,
mhm.
right? So she gets emotionally attached to a lot of things. She was emotionally attached to the house that we lived in, her friends, her school, uh, her pets at her mom's house, the coyotes in the
I mean,
neighborhood,
literally, she'll be emotionally, uh, just attached to, like a piece of like a box from Costco.
right? Because it
She's
has
like,
a
"But that
special
was my
moment,
special box."
right? Right. And so we were worried about that. So that's why we're kind of just sort of softening the blow for them a little bit. And then when we finally got here, and we have a video of this where I looked at both of them standing in front of the pool and I said, I want you to remember this moment because it's never going to happen again.
Yeah.
And I just jumped in with all my clothes, like with keys in my pocket. I think
Yeah.
my wallet was in my pocket and everything.
You're like, "Hold my cell
Yeah. And
phone."
then they just screamed. And then they said, I want to do that. So when I got up, got out of the pool,
Yeah.
I hugged them, I pulled them in with me, and they regretted that
Yeah,
decision right away.
yeah. I wanna do that on my own terms, not on yours.
Yeah, basically.
That's what they meant.
Oh man. To you, what was the hardest part about the move?
Oh, just the chaos to getting here. I mean, mentally, I'm different. I have no anxiety about anything. So if I make up my mind, like it's done. Just
Yeah.
consider it done. So I was mentally moved before we had a house. My truck was packed before I had a house. And then all of a sudden we had a house. So now I'm like, let's pack up and go. Like everyone else needs to like get on my truck or you're getting left
Oh
behind.
yeah, I remember. I remember one time I woke up, I was like, "Where's my toothbrush?"
Yeah, no. Sorry.
It was only like a couple of days
There
later.
were times we came here, but we loved it so much. He's like, "I forgot my deodorant." I'm like, "That's okay. There's a Target right by our other house. We got this." I left my tooth. You did. You left your toothbrush
I did
here.
leave my
I'm like,
toothbrush.
"Don't worry. I have the spares at the other place." That was tough. But
Uh,
the toughest part was like the kids and convincing or the anxieties and trying to sell one of the kids
right,
who doesn't like change as much because I love change, but I had to realize like she's never been where I've been.
right,
So she doesn't know what it's gonna be like, and
right.
I do, and I know she's gonna be okay,
Yeah.
but I have to convince her of that.
But it wasn't a hard convince because once again, the cousins are here, the family's here.
Yeah, that was part of the sell.
Again, we know because we had confidence in the community based on what we've seen.
Yeah.
Like we what Henderson offers.
I mean, we
And we
met
could
the
talk about that
PE
in a minute.
teacher at
Eh,
a coffee shop and
Right.
just were chit-chatting with this random dude, and he happened to be the PE teacher at the school, so that's pretty crazy. You're just hanging out at the coffee shop, and
Exactly.
he's there, and you figure it all out.
Right.
Right,
Meanwhile,
small town feel.
yeah, and meanwhile, the um coming over here, we thought the girls are gonna like this community because it feels more like a lot of kids are their age, and a lot of people like to be friendly.
Yeah,
So everybody has that warm feeling to them
yeah,
makes you feel safe to talk to, right? And raising two girls is not the easiest thing in the
yeah,
world, right? And especially coming from two divorced families,
yeah.
it takes some time to warm up to people right away. They are resilient, but it does take them time to adjust. So my daughter, who we were very worried about
Mhm.
adjusting, she adjusted on day two.
Like, she's besties with the across the street neighbor who I already knew was it gonna be, like, in her class, and she refused to meet her, and then goes to school the first day, and we're like, "How's your day?" And the nervous one's like, "I have 4 friends." Well, I mean, we didn't really, like, commit, like, we didn't really say, "Do you wanna be
Yeah,
my friend or not?" But
yeah.
we're like, "Oh my
And
gosh."
then the next morning, right before she went to school, she came right into this office and she was talking to me and she was again going through an anxiety attack and she
We
was
were just
crying.
talking
And I just
about
grabbed her
talking it
hand and I
through.
said, I promise you, I ever told you anything that hasn't come true yet? And she
Mhm.
said, no. I'm like, okay, you're gonna have to trust me. When you go to school and you start making friends, you already made some yesterday. I'll promise you today is going to be better than yesterday, and tomorrow's going to be better than today, and he's
Mhm.
just going to keep getting better. And she came back from school that day, nothing but smiles and
Yep.
laughter. Brought her friends over. They
I
had
mean,
a
her
like a
friends
pool
have
party
been
right away.
here a
Yeah.
couple multiple times, spent the
Yes.
night, like, Halloween's here.
What drew you to Henderson specifically?
I think we already talked about that, it was
Yeah.
definitely the weather.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. The weather. I don't want to talk about the
The weather, I
weather.
love the thing about the weather where it's like, I tell you, "You know what? It's only hot 3 months of the year, so relax. You're gonna be inside, just calm down. I know it's hot." I mean, it's really flipping hot. And then we start talking with people, and they're like, "Well, I mean, the summer, like, it's only hot for, like, 5 months." And I was like, "Hey, shut up. It's only 3 months." And then when we talking to my brother, he's like, "It's hot for, like, 8 months." I was like, "Seriously, you're ruining it." Like, oh, you're like, "I already moved."
But again, going back to the community and being in Henderson, I actually, if we were living in Vegas, I wouldn't like it, obviously, right?
Oh,
But
yeah, or if we were living in California, you
it,
wouldn't tolerate it.
no, but there's certain things that you overlook.
Yeah,
You
there's
you weigh the good and the
the
bad.
perks are
Yeah,
so
the
much
the
bigger
the
here.
good of just the community of Henderson.
Yeah.
Again, I think the Dunkin' Donuts story is one of them that stands out to me. Anywhere we go, like even when we go out to the store or
Yeah.
I mean,
I've
I have
met
more friends here than I did in California.
literally you do, and
Yeah,
that's weird for
I got
me
like,
because I have no friends.
yeah, I have like 3 or 4 friends that I made just going to Tech Alley, the Tech
Yeah.
Alley event,
Yeah.
going to the Henderson Chamber of Commerce
I tried to give away
networking
some
event.
tickets to something, and you had to text, like, 10 friends. I have no
Yeah,
friends.
I remember. Yeah, exactly. I had 4 tickets to the F1 racing
Yeah.
that I thought we were going to go to,
Yeah.
and I literally was texting like maybe 10 people
Every
that
single person that you've
that
ever
people
met
that I've
here.
met since I've been here, and I'm
Yeah.
daily talks with them.
Yeah.
So yeah, yeah. So no,
Was I gonna
again,
reach out to the PTA moms and be like, "Hey, you wanna
exactly.
go to the racetrack?"
What surprised you the most, the good or the not so good about
Uh,
Henderson and about moving to Henderson with the girls?
I mean, because I lived here for 4 years and I knew Henderson, um, nothing really surprised me because at the time or when I tried to get you to move here, I wasn't coming here for the people's friendliness.
Mhm.
Like, I wasn't concerned about the people, I was concerned about us. So I just wanted to come here for us to benefit us. But I love that the community is so like loving and like embraces you because we heard a couple of people say like, "Oh, you're from California,"
Right.
and then it's like, okay, so then you
Yeah,
get
I mean, there
Californians.
there there is this notion of people saying, "Can you please stop coming here? You're
Yeah,
overcrowding us, blah blah."
yeah.
And I'm like, "All right, chill. We're all not from Vegas, by the
Yeah.
way. All of us are from somewhere else."
But I lived here back when the 215 wasn't a freeway, which I tell my family all the time. And then my child makes fun of me and says, back in my day, this was not a freeway. And now it's fun because they're expanding it.
Yeah,
I mean, or maybe it's not fun for some people because it means there's more people here.
right.
But I don't feel like it's overcrowded in
I go
Henderson where we
back.
are.
I go back to saying, a 10-minute drive here is a 10-minute drive.
Yeah.
A 5 mile drive is a 5 mile drive.
We have no complaints
No,
because we are comparing it.
to where we've been accustomed to for the
Yeah.
last 15, 20 years of our
But
lives.
everything's in close proximity. One of
Yeah,
the changes that's happened in the time that I've been gone, besides all of a sudden the freeway,
yeah.
is now back to basically the way it was when I was out here 27 years ago. But downtown Henderson, like Water Street, is so fun
Oh
and
my gosh,
so
yeah.
cute.
What's our favorite spot there?
Chinitas,
Chinitas.
and
Oh
then
my
I went to
gosh.
Wine on Water with a friend.
Yeah.
Adorable, tiny, cute little wine bar. They have great, they're not pizzas, they're flatbreads, but they're so good.
I
And
love Chinitas. I
yeah,
like I go there. Like I would go there for breakfast, lunch, and dinner if
yeah,
I could.
yeah,
But
it's
it
really
is
good.
that's definitely one of my spots here. And since I moved, I claimed it as my spot.
Yeah, because I don't really like chain restaurants, so I like
Same.
cute little there's no
Yeah.
chain restaurants down there, and
Yeah.
all of them are good so far. So I've eaten at other ones, but I don't recall the name, but
Yeah.
those are the 2 I remember. So that's really fun because you didn't go to Water Street 27 years ago.
Mm-mm.
That was, like, not a place to hang out. But now it's, like, safe and fun, and, like, they have the hockey rink down there, which,
Which we
it's
went to see
yeah.
the cousins go play there, and that was a lot of fun. It was
Yeah.
my actually my first hockey game ever. I've never been to
Yeah.
a hockey game.
Yeah, even the
So
restaurant above the hockey
yeah,
rink is
and
amazing.
the food was pretty good there too. Yeah,
Yeah,
I liked it. I liked it.
affordable.
How did it feel once you saw all the families, the parks? I mean, when you came here years ago just to visit your brother and your sister-in-law, they didn't
Yeah.
even have a school down the street. It was
Nope.
just land, right?
Yeah, nice grass field.
Yeah. But how do you feel as you see the city transition
Yeah.
into a more family friendly, more community friendly? And now for somebody like me who's trying to be a startup entrepreneur and everything and see that there's a lot of opportunities, whether it's
Yeah.
the chambers of commerce, the Henderson Chamber of Commerce, or Tech Alley, or they really are trying to grow Henderson through business, through family, through
Yeah.
community. So what came to your mind when I know when you brought me here the first time, tried to convince me, you were showing me all the parks, showing me all the areas. Green Valley Ranch is a great area to take the kids to and hang out
Yeah.
at.
I think, I mean, yeah, of course I was trying to sell you on the family dynamic because that's all we were.
Right.
But
And
it's,
growing family is important for me.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
what do we care about? We care about school system. We care about like the dynamics of our family and what's going to enhance that. But I think the fun thing is like, oh yeah, the people were nice, but then bringing me along, I might have said dragging me along the first time. But it's fun to go to Tech Alley where local businesses put their time and effort into other new entrepreneurs and like it's such a family and it's so cute. I know they have it in Las Vegas, but I love the people in Henderson are passionate about specifically Henderson.
Yes.
That's
And
cute. I mean,
again, when you
it's
say I have 10 friends, those are the people that I met
yeah,
at
those
Tech
are your
Alley. I
friends.
mean,
Yeah.
I met them directly through Tech Alley
Yeah.
Henderson, and
Yeah.
they're got a couple of them on the show before. I hope to
Yeah.
get a few more on the show in the next few weeks, and they're really really nice, genuine people. Again, I think it goes back to genuine
Yeah.
and authenticity,
And they're entrepreneurs. They are very into their city and their community and it's kind of inspirational.
and continuing to spread positive messaging.
Yeah, it kind of inspired me because we always say we should do something with our kids so they're not bratty and like make them do a community service of some sort. So I'd been looking that up and looking at different kinds of things that we could do with them, but I wanted to keep it local.
Yeah,
So I think that's like has more of an impact.
I agree. Speaking of our kids, we got two preteens.
We do.
Enough said. Let's breathe through that.
I'll
um,
drink through it.
how do you balance letting them adjust at their own pace while keeping a sense of structure and positivity at home?
Well, oh, Haas. um, I think that each child is different and they're very different. Although both Geminis, which is equally terrifying, because I'm dealing with 4 people. You know what I mean?
And some of their friends are also Geminis.
So I have like 6 personalities on any given day, plus my own. I'm not a Gemini, but still. So that's difficult because I don't know, their interests are different. So we have to navigate different friends, different interests, different priorities. And I mean, that's tough. Trying to find like, okay, I need to make sure you do something athletic, something, okay, creative is fine, but you need to move your body. Okay, somebody go ride their bike. I have my own job. I'm working till 5 o'clock at night. So it's like balancing all of that. But I love that they have a close community that and friends here, but still it's still tough balancing.
I think we're still in the forming
Yeah.
stage of our new life.
The transition.
We're still transitioning and adjusting.
Yeah.
We're still we have some sort of a structure. We have an idea of what a structure is because we can't apply the same structure that we did in California.
Yeah.
We still do Taco Tuesday.
Tradition that
That's
we
our
do.
tradition. We still play games
We still play
when we
games
play dinner
at
when we have
dinner every
dinner.
night.
Whether it be Pictionary or Kids Against Maturity or whatever it's
Yeah,
called.
or My Family's So Weird, I
My
think is the
family is so
latest.
weird. Uno is a big one in this household
That was
still.
huge.
The Uno King right here. cannot be taken down. Once in a while, I lose a game or two, but for the most part, the Uno King. And I gotta go hard on these kids to make sure that they build resiliency and grit. And
Yeah.
I just don't lose an Uno. That's simple as it gets.
But enough about him. I think one of the things that's really great is my family is weird. I don't know what the game is. Why? What is it?
I think, yeah, I have a weird family, or my
My
family.
family's so weird, or
Yeah,
my anyway. I think that's good because it kind of lets you like bust each other's chops and take it and have to deal with it because that's what people do.
yeah.
You got to be a little bit more like ready to get out there in the world. And if we can't make fun of you and we can't make fun of each other or ourselves, then we're sensitive.
What would you say has been our biggest win as parents since we moved?
Taco Tuesday.
Taco Tuesday?
I'm just kidding.
Yeah. No, I mean, that's a good way because we've still established that structure right away.
I think the greatest win is probably something that I dreamt of having is a place that the kids could bring their friends to,
Yeah.
and that we had space, and that they could have a pool. And I don't mind having a party. I love a clean house and I hate a mess, but I can let go for a few minutes to let them come over, have a sleepover, get popcorn on the carpet. We have carpet. Upstairs only. But those kinds of things, I think, like, having the kids in your house so that you know what's going on in life is, like, just setting a balance of, like, well, they know th even their friends are like, "Well, ask your mom, she'll say yes." The cousins are like, "Ask your mom, she'll say yes." So they know that I as much as I'm like, "Oh my gosh, why are you all here?" And, like, "Why is it so noisy?" Like, I want them here
Yeah.
because, I don't know, it's just some sense of, like, I know what's happening.
Yeah. To me, I knew we were winning when the
Winning.
first few weeks, I know we did the right thing. I want to say, and I'm trying not to get emotional. The first night they were here, they slept in the bathtub together
Oh my gosh, I forgot about that.
with all their
Stuffed
stuffed
animals.
animals. That was like the cutest thing
And we couldn't
ever.
find them, and we caught them in the
We
bathtub.
caught them in the bathtub, like reading books
Why were
and
they even
eating
sleeping in
snacks,
there?
and it was hot.
And we had beds for them, like queen size beds,
Yeah,
because
we
they
had
wanted
set
to
up all
upgrade.
rooms and
We
everything,
built the beds,
and
we
then
had sheets
we
on
put
them.
away their clothes for them and everything.
We set up their rooms so they'd be perfect so that they were happy when they moved in, not like,
Yeah,
"Oh, great, I have to
they grabbed
unpack."
all their stuffed animals and all
Yeah,
their squishmallows and l- lined the entire bathtub with it
and slept in there
and
with
slept
me.
in the bathtub.
I forgot about that.
That was one of the most adoring,
Yeah,
heartfelt moments.
after I was terrified that I couldn't find them.
Right. And then we realized this, to me, that felt like we did the right thing.
And plus they were getting along, so
And they
that
were
was
getting along.
so
They don't get
sweet.
along right now, but
Anyway, I'm like, "Oh."
what's something you remind yourself of when things start getting overwhelming?
I bring myself back to the moments that we first got here. And would sit in the backyard and I would just like sit on the couch in the back and just look at the pool. And I just was like, wow, like, this is ours.
Yeah.
And so sometimes when I get overwhelmed, I feel like sad and bad and guilty that I'm still like, oh, the floor's a mess, or who's going to put away this laundry that I washed? When I remember back to those moments of, like, being so grateful for just, like, "Wow, this is all ours."
Yeah.
So, sometimes a little moment of, like, now you're being entitled and snobby.
That's very true.
But I am very grateful to be here, that it all worked out, that everyone's relationships are still going well, like, with the kids and their other parents, and it's all
Yeah.
going well.
And with some of the challenges that we have with the kids, whether because every time we came and they were with the cousins, it was always vacation.
Yeah,
Now they're adjusting to some normalcy. Now
yeah,
they understand, like, you don't have to be there all the time. They don't have to be here
yeah,
all the time. So I think it's teaching them boundaries.
yeah,
We're teaching them boundaries, and we pull back a little bit on being with the cousins all the time. Like, hey, it's time for our family time now.
yeah,
Sometimes we just have to be together as a family, just so, and they're enjoying it too. So,
yeah,
you know,
I like
basically
it.
they diversifying their time.
But then it's kinda fun when, like, 4 of them just trample in here with the other 2, our
Yeah,
kids and then another 4.
Yeah.
just
Like
trample
this
in like
morning,
today
like we
with
I
their
woke
little
up and I'm
fake
like,
guns and they're
"What's
playing a
happening?"
game and who
Like,
knows.
"Can you pretend that you're the barkeep?" I'm like, "Barkeep? Aren't you're 10. Why am I a barkeep?"
And like they were just what were they in some sort of
They
it
were
felt
some sort of resistance group that's
it's
running away from, it's kind of
well, I
like
thought it was The Walking Dead and they were all like four of them were in the fridge
there
and I'm
it
like,
was
what's
kind of
happening?
like Walking Dead meets Star Wars meets Harry
Yeah.
Potter.
Okay.
It
I felt that vibe.
what is your go-to thing when you want to relieve stress? Like what it
I am so healthy mentally. I don't really ever get stressed.
So what is your go-to self-care
Mm,
routine?
okay, that's home goods.
Home goods?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, just like a little it's right down the street, no big
Yeah.
deal. Go in there below 200 bucks,
Yeah.
get a bunch of stuff that you don't need, but you like think you could use. And then
Is that how much it cost your trip yesterday to
that was Hobby Lobby. Similar, yeah. I
Great.
mean, everything was 50% off. It's
Thank God for the no state tax.
well, and it's like obviously cheaper than paying for therapy.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah,
I see that. I'm not sure, but okay. I'm not sure if I agree, but okay.
trust. It's okay.
Right.
We're different people.
As
What's
cliche,
yours? Should I ask you?
yeah.
Oh, this is not about me. Okay. What's your go-to stress reliever?
um, I know this sounds cliche, and I haven't been doing it as much as I should lately, but it is actually going to the gym. I actually do enjoy going to the gym a lot, and there's a couple times last week you saw me just barely drag myself, like, oh, I go. And then once I go, I end up being there for 2 hours, and I don't want to come home because it feels really good.
What?
No, it's
Well,
just I realized what I missed out on. But my other one, I think you
I
know
think
that
it
already.
changed yesterday.
Oh, it changed. It's for sure
Yesterday.
changed.
Yeah.
It's riding my motorcycle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a new more. I got an Indian Chief Dark Horse, and it's my
It's
new baby.
beautiful.
It's a beautiful bike.
But I also have a motorcycle.
Yeah, no, I don't have to ride yours anymore.
I know. Finally, yours is faster than mine.
So, should we tell that story real quick
Sure.
about
Why
the
don't
whole
we?
motorcycle thing?
Sure.
So, was it last year?
Yeah.
We were just having a night in the backyard by ourselves, and we were talking about things that we wanted to do, but we never got a chance to do.
Or like
And
things we do in the future. Like when I
yeah,
retire, I want to
r-
ride a Harley up the coast.
well, we talked about it wouldn't be nice if our retirement plan is to get a strong pickup truck and have a fifth wheeler and just ride around the country
Yeah.
in a nice fifth wheeler,
Yeah.
right? Um, and then something around that conversation, I said, you know what I always wanted, I never got a chance to, is ride a motorcycle. And you were worried because you thought I meant like one of those
A
crotch
crotch
rocket.
rocket.
And I'm like, no, 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 I'm not into that. Like to me, a nice cruiser
Yeah.
driving up the coast, and your eyes just lit up when I said
Uh-huh.
that because that apparently what you wanted as well. So we went and took the class. We failed.
Well,
Well,
okay. I didn't fail.
I failed, but she didn't want to finish it because you had a bit of an incident.
And
You were a little stressed
I
out.
felt like I'm not going to pass this. I want to know what I'm doing before I take this test.
Exactly. I failed by 5 points. Doesn't matter. I failed,
A fail
and
is a fail,
a fail is a fail, and a win is a win.
or a not lose is a not lose.
So I was so determined to still learn because I wasn't going to let that stop me, and I can go get my permit, which I did.
And a mic. You got a
The next
motorcycle.
day, I went and got my permit in the morning, and I
Yeah.
went right down the street to a
Motorman.
I went to a Triumph dealership and I got myself a nice little bike, 400 cc's, which means it's slow, it
So
doesn't go fast.
precious.
It was a beautiful bike, a Triumph Speed 400. It was
Mhm.
perfect for me for that time. I love that bike. I love it so much, and I want to keep it in the family. It's always something. Guys have this thing again, like my daughter, about being sentimental.
I don't
We
think
have
it's
this
guys. I
thing,
think it's people that
yeah, like
don't like to get rid of stuff.
first car, first bike.
Yeah.
You always cherish that.
Emotional damage.
Yeah. But yesterday I finally upgraded because we finally took our class
Yes,
again a few months ago and we both passed.
we did.
And She got a
I got a motorcycle before I passed.
you got a what?
Honda Rebel 1100.
It's a beautiful bike. I rode it a few times.
It's really great. It
You know,
was a little bit faster and had a little more pick me up than
sturdier.
his.
Yeah, sturdier. Yeah.
So then he was
I mean,
borrowing
yours is
mine.
1100 cc's, mine is 400.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
embarrassing.
I mean, it's no, it's
I'm
not
just
embarrassing.
kidding.
I
I'm
actually
just kidding.
I like my bike, but it's a city
No,
bike.
I know
But
you did.
you know, around here, I wanted to go on the freeway. I wanted to
Yeah,
go long distance, and that bike that I had was not meant for that.
yeah. It was
So
for the
that I've
city.
always loved Indian motorcycle, Indian and Victory,
Yeah.
those and traditional Triumphs like a Triumph Bobber or a Triumph Bonneville. I've always liked those bikes, and now we're changing the subject of the of
I
this
know.
podcast.
So like, yeah, forget Henderson. We're like totally motorcycle
Motorcycle
fanatics.
fanatics. Yeah, no, we're not. We're not. We're
Anywho,
definitely
we
novice
passed our
people.
test. We both have motorcycles,
Yeah,
and
my bike is sexy as hell. That's all I'm gonna say.
it's very sexy
Yeah.
because it's more my style. So obviously,
Do you think positivity is something that you maintain or something that you rebuild every day?
that's a good question for you. I know my answer.
Well, tell me your answer, then you can ask me back.
My answer is positivity. I start every day with positivity. I just wake up ready to go. Sometimes it's a little too early, but I every day is a new day to me. I don't look like I never like lay in bed because I don't want to do the day, or
Right.
I never feel like I don't want to do this. So for me, I start with positivity and then people get involved.
Especially two people that live in this
It
household.
starts with the two when they wake up, and then I'm back to positivity after I drop them off at that gate at school. Bye, mommy loves you. Then I skip home and then back to positivity. What about you?
I believe in maintenance of positivity. I don't think you need to rebuild it every day. I do believe there are days that it needs more maintenance than others.
Okay.
There are days where you wake up carrying what you had on from yesterday and on your mind,
Mhm.
and it affects your momentum. So sometimes you have to try a little bit harder to maintain that positivity and give it a little more, give it a little bit of a boost.
I could see that perspective, like, if you're thinking about, like, someone in your world that you have to wake up and go and face every single day, like a bad boss or a bad situation. For me, I'm just talking about my kids. So, like, they're still cute and nice, and they
Well,
just get a
even
little
with the
sassy
kids, I feel
sometimes.
like if when they get in trouble, and they're definitely getting to that stage right now because they are preteens, they're getting in more trouble, and more trouble that we're not. It could be it's trouble that we're not accustomed to yet because
They're
they're
just
hitting a stage, a hormonal stage, and emotional stage that we're not. At least I'm not accustomed to. So you know, if when they go to bed with an attitude or because of something, you know, they
it's
go to
usually more emotional at night because they're
yes.
vulnerable.
So whatever happened, like yes, the boss thing is true, but also with the kids, there's something the next day that you go to that you wake up the next day, you think to yourself, I'm
Enough,
not
not
ready to
good.
deal with this, but I know I have to because it didn't
Yeah.
get resolved last night.
Yeah.
So that's when I say I do believe maintaining positivity is something that sometimes needs a little bit more energy than other days.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's fair. But also for, like, when you have kids and they come to the I don't know, sometimes, like, things are the worst scenario in the world, and you're like, "It's nothing.
Yeah.
Just, like, get a real problem." But you can't say that to them, but you
Y-
want to. You're thinking it.
yeah.
But I'm
Our
like, "Look at
parents
the
said it
bright
to us
side."
though, right?
Yeah.
Our parents said it to us, and we realized how hurtful that was, and you're not supposed to.
I mean, we're much more resilient now.
What are some personal goals that you want to chase here, whether they be whether they are for work, creativity, kids, family, community?
I think that as we settle in, like, really, and, like, get a full scope of what our days are gonna be like, or figuring out, like, because the kids aren't really athletically interested in it much. So
Well, kids are lazy.
yeah, and ours don't, like, have, like, a sport that they love.
No.
But once we get that figured out and then we have our week scheduled after, theater and different things, then I think one thing we wanna add back in is doing some sort of community outreach of some sort. There's a local Henderson, organization that, like, sorts books for kids,
Yeah.
and they do things like that, and our kids can volunteer. So I looked up some options for our kids to be able to volunteer with us because I think that that teaches them, I don't know, the world's bigger than them.
Yeah.
Like, just that. It's not about you and Sephora. It's
Well,
about other people.
I'm glad you brought that up because one of my other questions that I have is how do you see Henderson helping us become better individuals or family?
I think, Henderson's a small town, so it's easy to get involved with local community, organizations. There's quite a few here. I mean, at least a good handful that I found that are local to Henderson that we can get involved with. So I wanna do that for the community, but also to keep our kids grounded and see life outside of their own life.
Okay. That's beautiful. I love that.
Thank you.
And that's why I married her. All right. If we look 5 years down the road, what do you hope our life would look like here?
That's a tough one for me. I struggle because I'm really into home renovations right now. So I just wanna hit the jackpot and renovate the house.
Honey, you've been in home renovations ever since I've known you.
I just wanna have 2 kids that have successfully graduated high school.
No, I don't think they're going to graduate in
Oh,
5 years.
okay, Doogie Howsers. Okay, like, that they're flourishing, they have
You're right.
a good community of friends and multiple groups of friends, like, if it's, you have a theater group, you have a tennis group, you have a lacrosse group, just, like, a variety.
Yeah.
Different kinds of groups of people because I think it keeps you very balanced.
Okay. That's beautiful. I love that.
Mhm.
Yeah, that was a good answer. You did good. See, you are able to answer
What about you?
well, we're interviewing you, not me.
No, this is just Hello Henderson.
That's true.
It's not Hello Shannon, goodbye Hosni.
um, I hope that we're established in the community and known for being a positive impact on the community, whether it's through our family or whether it's through business or whether it's through this. Um, I want people to know that they can rely on us to always be there for them. And you heard me say at the beginning that it takes a village to raise a child, and it takes a village to maintain a village and maintain a good civility and community, in my opinion. So, yeah, that's what I would want
Yeah,
for us in the next 5 years.
that's actually
I
beautiful
hope
too.
this grows to be big enough that people can always tune in and say, I can't wait to hear how,
Shanaz has to say.
yes, exactly. All right, let's have a little bit of fun during the
Oh, was
move.
that not fun?
Yeah, well, I mean, let's get a little silly, I guess.
Okay.
Who do you think had more meltdowns during the move? You, me, or the dogs?
Who do you think?
I'm not gonna answer. I asked you first.
Do you feel like it's you?
I'm not gonna answer.
Okay, you. The dogs had anxiety until we got here, but you were the one. I think maybe because you were physically carrying everything. Because I was like, I'm busy that day. I can't carry anything.
I mean, I'm not bragging.
I mean, do you still have a scar on your hand from that washing machine? Like, that was pretty gnarly.
You can
I was
see
like,
it.
"Oh, I could see it." I was like,
I
"What are
don't.
you?"
I don't know. Can you see it? Yeah, it's
Yes,
right
yes.
there.
I
It's
was
right
like,
there.
"Ooh, that one's gonna hurt,
Yeah,
like,
that's the
me
scar I have for
mentally and
life.
emotionally for the rest of my
I mean, I'm not
days."
trying to brag, but I got a scar. I carried a
But I'm gonna
trailer
cry.
by myself,
Yeah.
literally
Full
lifted an
full
entire
trailer.
trailer, empty, and the pull trailer from U-Haul. I lifted it up when we had three guys outside. They couldn't move it. I'm like, come on, we got to do this.
I
Let's
mean,
go. It's 100 degrees out here. I don't want to be here. Oh, sorry, my jersey is coming out.
you're an ox and your daughter is as well.
Yeah, so I just picked up the trailer and moved, and of course, my back paid for it a couple of days later.
Yeah. It's okay. We got Advil and other things.
So, all right, if Henderson had a slogan for our family, what would it be?
Mm, well, I think that I don't know the slogan, but I used to have a slogan back in my day.
Okay.
Back in my day, when I was young, not a kid anymore. I used to say like home is where you hang your clothes because I wasn't emotionally attached to any place. But I feel really different about that now. So I don't know. Like home is where your family.
Yeah. What's one Henderson moment that made you think, yeah, this is where I belong. This is where we belong.
I think probably just when you and the kids like actually liked it. And that one day at Lululemon where they gifted me some pants.
Do you want to tell that story?
I don't know. That's just all it was.
Yeah.
Like she was just nice. And she said, I'm gonna gift you some pants.
I know. And I was standing there like, what about me?
Yeah. And my sister's like, what? I spent my life savings there. I didn't even purchase anything. I was returning something.
I just sit there and I kept looking at this jacket.
I was just skipping, like, "Ooh,
No, but I mean, again, speaks to the community and how nice people are around here.
never even heard of that before."
I've never, well, I have when I was younger. I don't know if I've seen that in the last 10 years or
Mm.
so. You know, I feel like, when you call an 800 number and you get somebody on the phone and they talk to you and they try to help you, a lot of them try to get you off the phone. Some people do sound empathetic, but they're
Yeah,
empathetic just to get you off the phone. It's fake empathy.
yeah.
It's not real.
It's not like 1-800 dentist back in the day where they really cared about you. Emily.
Yeah. All right. Any closing remarks?
Uh, no,
No? You're good?
I'm speechless.
You're speechless?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I want to thank you so much for being my guest today. Um,
Thanks for having me.
yeah, it was great. I'd love to have you even more often. I'm sorry that you had to do the commute from downstairs.
I did. But,
Yeah.
like I was like mopping the floor, but it was okay.
Yeah. You look great for somebody who just mopped the floor, by the way.
Oh yeah, like I always mop the floor like this. And like I like full like lip liner. Actually, I did mop the floor. Did I? Or maybe I don't know.
You did. You literally did. I was like, hey, are you ready to
I
record? You were
know.
just mopping the
I
floor.
was born this way.
You look fabulous. You are fabulous. I
Thank
love
you.
you. This is why I married you. And
Remember that next time you're pissed at me.
well, okay. Thank you so much for being
You're
on.
fabulous too. Now, let's go watch the Golden Knights game with my brother.
Okay. Go Golden Knights. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please remember to like, share, subscribe. And if you want to be a part of Hello Henderson, comment below or comment on what we just saw today and let us know what you think. We'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much, Henderson. We'll see you next time. This is Haas, and this is Dead Sprint Radio.
Is it going to be like the situation where we got that couch that we both agreed on, and then later you threw in my face and said, I didn't want that couch.
Okay, that's not going. That's definitely B-roll material.
I just wanted to make sure, like, this is a big commitment.
Like
I mean, this is...
you're putting my business, you're putting our personal life out there.
Hello, Henderson. Holy Henderson.
Did you want me to cut that part out?
Which one?
That right there.
No. Hello, Henderson.